Good morning and welcome to South Pass Wellness. I'm Althea. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me today. I went to go start this video and ended up taking a picture. Oh, today is going to be such an exciting day. All right, so quick update from yesterday. I have pictures. Yay. Let's get the pictures going on. Whoops, I don't want to take one, I guess. Really apparently obsessed with this. Okay, so the before, the after, yay, after, yay. So I was able to complete my task yesterday of cleaning the fridge. Now, I know it doesn't sound like much when you think about it in the big scope of things, but it was huge progress, honestly. We're making some progress in the office down here where I'm going to be located at. And so the question becomes, starting over, is it a bad thing? Some things, maybe, I don't know. But I don't think when you are working on personal development that starting over is ever a bad thing. I think sometimes we can get caught up in it's got to be such an organized blah, 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 blah. I believe that we can get that way. And I think when we get that way, it interferes with our ability to change. I know I am a very stubborn person. I have been my whole life, I think. And working through the stubborn patterns has been challenging, overwhelming, sometimes downright emotional, but being able to continuously work on those things, I think, is the direction that we really want to go. Now, the next question is since we're talking about change and starting over and all that kind of stuff, can a person change overnight? I believe in miracles. I expect miracles. That is truly my testimony. I have had and experienced miracles. So I know that miracles happen every day. Even though we may not see them as such, small little miracles make big differences in our life. So being able to call them for exactly what they are, miracles, then that allows everything to open up. I know sometimes our behaviors can change overnight. We can be one way this day and be another way the next day. Now, spiritually speaking, the Bible is full of stories of people changing overnight. So, when we go to the original self-help manual, which is the Bible, then it just gives us plenty of hope that our situations, our mindsets, our thoughts, our behaviors, our patterns can change. Because some of those people were in very difficult situations and they were able to make the changes. So, in going out and getting ready for the new year, yesterday when I was going to clean the fridge, I was like, oh, I got to do the dishes. So I did the dishes and I kind of started chuckling because, isn't that the way it goes? Like, oh, I want to do this. Oh, I need to do this first. Oh, and then I got to do this first. And then I got to do this first. And we end up not doing the thing that we intended to do in the first place. So as soon as the dishes were done, I immediately went to the fridge and I was like, we are cleaning the fridge. I stated it verbally and then I did it. Sometimes we just have to keep on ourselves to keep ourselves focused because those little distractions, oh my gosh, they can come up and ruin all of what we're trying to do. And the worst part is, then we use that as a weapon against ourselves to keep from doing anything else. See, I knew I couldn't do that. Oh, those are like the worst things to happen. So, one, I'm very happy with recognizing that what was going on, what was happening, and I was able to correct the situation there in the moment. Did I get my 10 minutes on the treadmill? Yes, I did. which I'm very happy about. And this morning, Ted and I got on the treadmills and we walked for 10 minutes this morning. But I'm still going to be going and doing my 10 minutes because that is my personal commitment to me. And this is all about getting these new habits installed so that I can progress forward. It's, it's very interesting when we're starting into this, because in remembering and constantly having to remind myself even that I only have power over me. I can only control my reactions, my behaviors. Now, it was interesting yesterday. One of the things that I decided to do was in our church, they have given us new songs. And they've started really, like, when you go to church, they want you to sing all these new songs. So we had this hymnal book, and it was the book for, I don't know, ages. And now they finally updated and added some new songs. So, like, all these new songs are like, I don't know them. And so, thanks to the app yesterday, I got on there and I was like, okay, for my spiritual aspect, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a song that I know that they have sang in church before a couple of times, and I'm going to practice it. So yesterday, I just got the app out, the library app, because it allows you to hear it, they sing it, and then you can sing along with them so that you can understand and start learning the tune. So yesterday, that's exactly what I did. I picked Eye on the Sparrow. I listened to it and read the words and had to bawl for a couple of minutes. So then when I composed myself, then I tried to sing it and bawl. Okay, that has been one of my biggest issues personally in going to church, is there has been plenty of times when I just go to church and it's like, I just sit and bawl the whole time. And it's like, oh my gosh, Now, I understand the spiritual side of that, where, like, it's an increase for, like, getting fed. And there are times when it's just like you need that emotional release. But I don't want to be bawling all the time at church. So, so by yesterday afternoon, I had practiced the song, sang along with it, enough times that I finally was able to make it through one time without crying. And so I was very happy with that progress, because it's like, again, knowing that, okay, I'm getting emotional through this song. I know that I'm going to be emotional, so I'm going to keep working through that emotion part of it so that I can keep progressing, because I don't want to just get to a point and stop. I want to be able to progress. And so that was kind of what I did yesterday for the spiritual aspect. Now, for the temporal aspect of what I've been working on, yesterday I was looking at my pantry and I'm like, okay, there is some stuff that I don't know why I bought it when I bought it. I don't know. So yesterday I was out and about and I discovered a local food pantry box. Now, this is going to bring up something because people, right, they do this wonderful thing. They put a food pantry out there for people to come and get the food. And, there's plenty of boxes that people put out to sell their products, hoping that people will be on the honor system. Like that they will give a little bit of money and, then take the products they need. But the plain fact of the matter is unfortunately, not everybody does that. And so we see a lot of people just overtaking things, and not leaving or sharing anything for anybody else. And then, of course, not paying for it. Unfortunately, in our community, that happened not too long ago. Our local pet shelter had a bunch of free cat food. They put it out. And I'm talking a lot of cat food from the looks of the picture, like a lot. And there was somebody that pulled up and they took all of it. And so the comments, when I was reading through the comments, they were like, people were like, I know that van, I want to public shame them and that kind of stuff. And it's like, I got really like, okay, so this is how I'm going to do this. I know that people sometimes take more than what they require or they need. And it's not necessarily honest, but I cannot control that. I cannot control them. Their behaviors, that is on them. But what I can do is I can still do the things that I feel are right. So I am taking a bunch of stuff that I have from my pantry today, and I'm taking it down to this local little food library, I guess. I don't know what they're called. And I'm going to put it in there because somebody can use it. Now, if somebody chooses to overextend, I guess that's all I can do because I don't need it. I am trying to help, and you never know. Maybe that person really does need all of what they're taking. I don't know what their circumstances are. But I'm not going to let those behaviors stop me from doing what I feel I need to do. It's difficult when we are navigating processes throughout this world. And it's difficult in processing others' behaviors and responses. Sometimes they are shocking. But again, I have to remind myself that as I work through my own stuff, it's not about what they do, it's about what I do. And sometimes that is a really, really hard thing to accept and keep in mind because, well, we'll get into a couple of those aspects a little later on in the challenge. But today, garbage day, laundry day, and delivering that stuff to the food library. That's what we're going to do. And so I will take a picture of what I put in there and I'll share it tomorrow. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to keeping moving through this process. And it's been interesting so far, the things that have come up, and I have been able to keep myself focused enough to keep on it. So I hope that you guys are doing the same thing. I hope you like and subscribe. I hope you share. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you are joining this process, I hope you came up with your own things. If you are just here for the conversation, I hope you enjoy the conversation. Now, post in the comments your thoughts on this. Everybody has an opinion and everybody's entitled to one. And so is starting over a good thing or a bad thing? When do you think starting over doesn't matter anymore? Let's get that kind of conversation going. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I will see you tomorrow.